According to the notifications, we are live. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Part my voice today. The weather caught up to me a little bit, so I'm on here talking anyway because I talk for a living. So, raspy voice or no voice or whatever, we gonna use what we got while we got it. So you see the promo on the screen. For only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, my Facebook, my Insta stories, my YouTube community, and www.doggiediamondstv.com. That is my website. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Do not hit me talking about what you want to do in 3 weeks. It don't make no sense. Hit me in 3 weeks. So without any further ado, I think it's time to start the show. Yes. Yes. Friday night. Hopefully everybody ate. Feeling good. But I'm here. We gonna get through this. I feel like Jadakiss. His voice is just crazy. But I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try not to yell. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gonna go through it. We gonna talk about a few things tonight. So Blizz, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Without further ado, here we go. All right. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Doggie Diamonds, no filter. I am Doggie Diamonds. This is my show. And you got the Outcast on. What we doing? Outcast?
I'm just strong today.
Okay. Yo, strong.
I'm just strong today. Busting out of my button up.
So they know who I am. They might not know who you are. Introduce yourself to the people. They should know, but just in case they don't.
Salute. Peace and power. All peace and power to the people who struggle. Reverend Blizz Johnson, Brooklyn representative, East New York native. NYCHA houses resident. Pimp Workman, please stand up. Pimp Workman, stand up. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. I love my comrade. Let's get it.
And I love my comrade as well. So this is a bill that I think is kind of needed in this time because we're in the information age. And again, the analogy that I like to use, many people get to hold a megaphone. And when they hold a megaphone, they could project their voice loudest and it travels farther. But I'm looking at a lot of people with the megaphone and what are they really saying? And for some reason they get pushed through. For some reason, the message or lack thereof gets spread. Now, when you're 17, when you're 20, 25, 27, I even give you 30. And I'm being very generous with the 30. But when you 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, at what point do you not rap about the things that you rapped about when you was 20? Especially if you got 2 decades in the game. Like, you ain't grow up at all, you know what I'm saying? And I got Jim Jones in the title because I don't want to say he's the poster boy for that, but when I look at the situation with him, he's under a lot of fire right now for various reasons, and I think a lot of people are tired of him portraying a certain lifestyle. Not saying he don't live it, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but is that all you have to offer after all this time in the game? This all you have to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to know what was your thoughts on that.
Well, my thoughts is the game can't teach you shit because the game ain't about shit. You understand? When we inserted ourselves in the business of what music is, when we took our most beautiful culture and inserted it in that space, we knew that there was no give back in that from the rip. One, because we struggled so long to have the business understand exactly who we are and what we were bringing to it, right? So when you have individuals that come into that by the way he came into it, or not only him, but the majority of what we want to call these street hustler artists, right? Who's supposed to be articulating their reality, the streets, all they know is what they know. They don't know any more. They don't know any less. You can only push out what you are capable based on your intelligence to put out. So if you only know that, if you only know street, I don't expect nothing else to come from you. But it's very, very sad and disheartening when you have been in that particular setting 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And that's all that you have to talk about. To me, you just a little nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how big your mic, your megaphone is. I don't care how much time you are allowed it on the microphone, right? If what comes out of your mouth is on the scale of baby food, right? Or junk food and no nutritional value, then that's sad. That's sad. It's no longer an option whether or not we're going to continue to pay attention to that level, that type of individual at that level. I mean, not for me, no, I can't do it. Now, little dudes coming through the door like that, I can understand it because that's all they know. And now we're being put in a space where even the little dudes are surpassing them when it comes to intelligence and how they interpret what's going on around.
Mm-hmm.
But when you that old, right? When you've been on the earth that many rotations, I think that's problematic. I think that's very problematic for that individual. But I understand. I don't even act like I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on with that particular individual because the intelligence level speaks volumes. Because not only what you're portraying in your art form, but it's how you live your life. There's no intelligence with your life. So I don't expect nothing else to come from that. It is on us to begin to start canceling out grown-ass men with little nigga mentalities. That's on us. That ain't on them. I don't expect the correction to come from them. The correction has to come from the audience.
So let me ask you something. Not in his defense, but he's also been an executive at a record label. He's directed videos.
That shit don't take no skill.
Right. No, directing videos do take a little skill, though. I ain't gonna front. Because you gotta have a vision. You know what I'm saying? But you're not holding
Did he write the treatments for it?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
We wrote the treatments for the videos and all that?
Yeah. When you had
and what was the overall concept of these videos?
I mean, it wasn't
nigga shit.
Well, that's all the nigga know was nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then. So again, they don't take much skill for that.
Yeah. That's
that's what I'm saying. And as far as the executive level, right, of a record company,
mm-hmm.
you can assert a lot of able-bodied people into those spaces. I've seen it. Complete knuckleheads get that position, and they're kind of helped along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I mean, it's a position. It's a position. Now, not to take nothing away from them, Snoop just got given an executive position at Def Jam. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you know, I'm serious. I'm like, how much intelligence does one actually have to have when you're not starting from the ground up in that? When you've been an artist for so long and you've kind of had been given time and space to sit at certain tables and figure it out.
But that's where I wanted to go with it. I wanted to know, there's an infrastructure with this music business that many people don't know about. You know,
right.
A lot of people speak about the music business based off of regurgitation and what somebody else said, and they doing this and I heard, but they don't know. Now, some of these guys that's 40 and up, sat at the table with some of these bigwigs. They know what's going on, and I often wondered if you know what's going on behind that curtain. I'm not saying expose it, but at what point do you say, hold on, what's going on behind this curtain has been harmful and is very harmful to my people, and I contributed to it also. When do you lift the veil and say, yo, you know what? Nah, we ain't doing that. Because my whole thing is this, what we say all the time. Yo, if you got money, why you still doing shit for money? Like, either you got money or you don't. Because when you got money, you don't have to do nothing for money. You could turn down bags. You could be like Ice Cube and walk off a movie set and say, nah, I ain't doing that because I don't need your money. You could be like Dave Chappelle and walk off, off the job. So do you got money or do you not have money? Because again, when you said dudes is hustlers, the hustler hustle anything. Like in the biggest product most of the time is you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like they not even the product no more. You're the product. Your brain, you going to you going to jail is a part of it. You getting killed is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, at what point do you say, yo, okay, yeah, I did hustle. I mean, for me, I hustled also. You know what I'm saying? I was never big time. You never gonna act like I was big time. I can't even say I was small time. I could just say I dibbled and dabbled.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit that I did as a kid, I can't be the age that I am now talking about the shit that I did then. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing that never changed is, you having a good knuckle game. You putting whatever the case may be, but the mentality changes, you know what I'm saying, as you grow as a man. Because like how do you show your own children your growth as a man? You understand what I'm saying? So I
definitely get it.
That's what I'm not understanding. So it's just like, at what age, because I see some dickheads in the chat room, you know what I'm saying, that's saying, I didn't know gangster rap had an age limit, but it should have an age limit because your old ass it should have an age limit. It should.
It has to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It has to because the line begins to shift when you're no longer doing gangster shit.
Exactly.
Especially individuals who have been in the industry for 20 years. They not in the street doing gangster shit. They really are living lives of the stay-at-home dad. So for them to come into a booth and present their creative space as something that's real is disingenuous. It's very disingenuous, but to each his own. if you are on the same mental level, right, as someone who is 40 plus perpetuating kid shit.
Let me
just, you know, some.
Let me address something really quick, because I see again baby brain individuals in the chat room saying, yo, he's a blood. That's what. Do you know who Melvin Farmer is? Do you know who Ayatollah is? These individuals is in their 60s, a part of the original sets of a lot of gangs. They not gang banging. They not even telling you it's cool. They telling you, yo, you better get out or you gonna go to jail or you gonna die. And they did their time in jail and they laid people down. So my thing is this, and I ain't trying to single nobody out, but then again, I have to a certain extent, because it's like, okay, we got it. You put in your work as far as in the rap, because that's really what you are as a rapper.
That's all they did was put in work in the rap.
Yeah, you a rapper.
Let's not even get into the bullshit line.
Yeah, but when you really put in that street shit, they come get you like Fetty Wap.
Definitely.
They lock your ass up like Casanova. They lock your ass up like 6ix9ine. So again, are you just talking it because it sound cool? Because you can't really be living it, because when you are, you going to hell, especially in this day and time.
Definitely.
You're going to hell.
And I don't it's not a point of them wanting to sound cool. It's a point of them to wanting to remain connected to a certain audience that has that energy.
Yeah.
Because if you distance yourself from that, now you're in the space of your own where it's very lonely and you cannot capitalize off of the manipulation of the people. Yeah. So it's not cool. They don't want to seem cool. They spitting this shit because they want to appear to still be about it, still be connected to it, even though the majority of them never were. We're not going to have this discussion and shimmy and shake around the issue. The individuals that we speak on ain't about that life. Period. I let the chat room know it right now. We're not even going to dance around that.
Yeah, but
since your voice cannot be elevated, and I don't want you to be triggered into this type of discussion, I'll hold it down.
Yeah.
Now let it be known that the individuals that have been in the industry 15, 20 years hasn't put in that pain on the street, haven't put in that pain behind the wall to be able to keep speaking as if they have, because the children believe that. That is why they stay connected to it, and that is why they don't have the capacity to mature mentally. This is why they still dealing with women that have that mentality or of that age bracket. Because you cannot mature, you cannot speak about big boy shit when you never been about big boy shit from the rip. And you only been the selfish child. That's all that it is.
But you know what, though? I do want to say, by the way, the Super Chat is open and the Cash App is available for anybody who want to send something in. The Cash App is pinned to the top, and the Super Chat is open. So what I want to say is that, growing up in New York City, a lot of yo, hold up. Get homie the fuck up out of my chat room, because you're just getting on my nerves now. You're just saying stupid shit. Suck a dick and go play with somebody else. But my whole thing is this, like, growing up in the town, everybody was wild, man. Like, that shit ain't really no big deal. Like, a lot of people was wild. Some was wilder than others. Some people went to jail for their wildness. Some people got laid down. Some people got popped. It's different things. So, I always tell people about the grimy 90s of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That shit was really, really tough coming up.
But if we gonna go there, yeah. I'm gonna keep it on your thought right there. And say a lot of dudes was wild. I'm gonna piggyback off that, but they wasn't no rap dudes.
That's where I'm going.
And I'm going to challenge any one of them to say that. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like, it wasn't no rappers. Like,
if we're gonna go there, because we got you.
Because the rappers has always been affiliated with what street dudes was doing, because a lot of the shows and a lot of the stuff was coming from the street guys. The street guys was putting the money in the rappers' pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had all the bread, they had all the jewelry. The rappers ain't had none of that. So they would do a boat ride and let me book Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? And Slick Rick would come and we look at him like he wow heavy. But the dude who booked him was way heavier, had more jewelry, more cars. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is this: as I did certain things as a youth, how could I still act like I'm outside in the project? Like, why would I act like I'm in the fucking staircase? I don't drink 40 ounces of beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit. I don't drink 40 ounces of beer. I don't cut school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to fight Decepticons. That shit is old. Like, that's when I was a kid. If I sat before people right now on some, yo, fuck Decep, yo, I still gotta get out of Decep, you're gonna look at me like, yo, you a clown. So my thing is that, you know, why don't a lot of these dudes, why don't they grow the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of it all, look, you know, you make your money. You made your money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, once you, yo, listen to anybody, right? Once you're able to have financial freedom in the sense of, you know, that your mortgage is already going to be paid for the next couple of years, you driving something nice, your family is taken care of, you done bought houses for different people. What is, I haven't been crying, so my voice is fucked up. So being that you said that and you don't know what you're talking about, you get the fuck up out of it, because I just got a cold. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people, anyway, I'm not going to get triggered by nobody in the chat, but I've been crying. Fuck, I'm crying for. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. If I was crying, I wouldn't be here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them dudes. But and you can look into my eyes and see I ain't been motherfucking crying. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, like, I had to grow up not only for myself, but how is it children and youth in my family, and I'm acting like them? Like I gotta, like, what separates me from them? You understand what I'm saying? So when I go around my way, and you know, I ain't gonna mention any name, but when there's little dudes outside, right? How the hell would I go outside and hang with them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would I be with them? Why would I be out with them and hang with them and be like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold on. Nah, I got a little not little nigga, y'all, but little homie, y'all. I gotta come be the big homie for y'all. I gotta come say, yo, I gotta get up out of here, man, because Juicy got killed, Half got killed, Tank got killed. You know, Remo, I love Remo. Remo starts smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give you that. I can't sit here amongst you and throw a pack in your hand and throw a flag around your wrist and all that. I can't put you in this because this shit gonna kill you. And I got the money. I got to the money though. You understand what I'm saying? I got money. So my thing is, I don't understand, and I've been trying to understand for so long. At what point do you say, yo, I'm you know, that don't mean that I'm never gonna be a bitch, but I'm just too old to be moving around like a little nigga. And
it's a death step.
But real quick, before y'all say anything, shout out to everybody who's might have touched on these topics before in a similar way. But remember, I was the first. You could go back and look at a lot of my old videos. A lot of things that you see other people say is updated regurgitation of shit that I said before. So don't ever in your life get it twisted that I'm copying somebody or I'm repeating what somebody else said. I've been around too long for that. You know what I'm saying? I could show you the videos where I actually said some of these things before. But my thing is this, like, you know, we got situations where we got youth groups, and Tad to tell you, they like, Yo, you don't know Killer Tat. Like you say, what did you say? Yo, my daughter don't know Blizz.
At all.
She in the house with you. Your daughter don't know Blizz. Your daughter know daddy.
That's it.
So at what point, why would you go out in the street and be on some, I'm Blizz in front of my daughter or Blizz in front of somebody else daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Don't make no sense, but go ahead.
Yeah. The death styles that these individuals attach themselves to start from very young, because all of our men have no doctrine on rites of passage. We all took a different route. And if we took the criminal route for rites of passage of manhood, if you get stuck in that, or you really never participated in that death style to that degree, you don't have respect for the end result. The end result is always death and imprisonment.
Yeah, it don't change. Yep.
Right? That don't change. The streets don't give. That's what it's always going. That's your graduation cap.
All they do is take.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You going to be behind them bars, right? Getting your grippers touched, or you're going to be in that casket. That's the end result of the rites of passage of criminal mentality. If you know that and you respect it, then you begin to mature and accept other information that's going to shift you up out of that. That's what makes you a man. This is where you're going, because now you're taking responsibility for yourself and others around you. If you are stuck, stagnant in your mentality and in your beliefs, you're going to remain in that criminal death style, and you're going to get what you've been campaigning for.
Mm-hmm.
Death or life big, or homelessness or anything else. You may go mad. It's a whole bunch of little things that we always get into on our channel right here, right? We spoke about it many different times.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, and that I always have with these individuals, is that they never ever was involved in it to that degree, to suffer those consequences. Like you said, they didn't throw the rock and hide behind a bunch of dudes type of individual, but get in a booth, and because of Euro allowed them the space to get that shit out, now others believe that they've been in that mix. And I'm saying, I've been around too long and been around too many thorough individuals. And I know the energy when we used to come in the studio and see one of these dudes. They whole aura switch up. Especially when they mans is like, yo, nah, it's my man and them from the East, yo, that's such and such. They get pussy real quick. I'm not gonna play games with this dialogue. Rap dudes is pussy.
I've been
straight up. So I don't care if they got to the bag and they've been in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I don't care about none of that shit. You tell your kids that shit. You tell that broad that you laying with who may believe you that shit, but she know you pussy too, because she been around some good dudes, thorough dudes. They know you're not about that. So we got to switch it up, because the danger in us moving forward with people believing that these dudes are who they say they are in this day and time is doing more harm than good. Because it's old now. It's like us still believing that we got to pick cotton.
Let me ask
you. Who the fuck pick cotton now? You got, we don't transition from all that.
This is why.
So for the culture not to transition past that, it's harmful.
Reason why I'm saying this too is because and I'm gonna tie this in and get y'all to understand why this topic is relevant and why we're saying this, why I thought of this. We look at Brooklyn drill, we look at Chicago drill, we look at the youth, and we say they wild, they crazy, yo, they don't got no respect, they messed up hip hop. But when he's 19 doing this, when he's 22, when he's 24 doing this, if you was really a street guy, you remember being 19, 20, 24. Nobody couldn't tell you shit. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. Right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But why are you so hard on a 19 to 20, 22-year-old? But the nigga 44, you ain't mad at him? You should be just as mad at him as you are as the youth, because nigga, you don't know better. He's a kid, right? But look where he got to learn from. You mean to tell me you've been through all these trials, tribulations, strife in the game to act like a little nigga? You understand what I'm saying? To act like a little nigga? You've been through all this shit in the game to act like a little nigga. You've been through all this shit in the game and you didn't make it better for nobody else coming up behind you? You didn't say, yo.
Because I don't believe it's an act. They're not acting like little niggas. These is little niggas with a bag and opportunity.
Yeah, it don't.
So I can never fault my youth.
Yeah.
Especially a 19, 20-year-old drill rapper. And that's all their example has been for the last 2 decades. How can you blame them?
Yeah.
Can't blame them. Look at what he had to learn from.
So why are we mad? So why is people so mad at the youth for being crazy? Look what again.
They really mad at themselves. It's a displacement because they trying to figure out how did I, sitting in the space that I am, allow my children to be influenced by something other than me. That's a point of really deflecting and saying they don't listen. When how many of us actually got in the mix and made the attempt to start giving them a different way of viewing things. Not talking down to them or at them, but talking with them and making little suggestions to insert life into them. So if we haven't done that, and we're not ready to blame ourselves for not doing it, it's easy to blame the children and say, yo, nah, they out of control. And start looking for everybody else. Well, the executive should have did it. The politician should have did it. The teacher should have did it. You're going through all these other people instead of looking at yourself. Because when you look at yourself, you get triggered and you get angry. You understand?
All right, but this is what I'm not understanding. My thing right now is this. Some of these individuals, and I'm not leaving Jadakiss out of this shit either, because he still talk about the coke flip and, you know, I got the color mayonnaise, and he's still on that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna act like it's just Jim Jones. It's a lot of them. And
it's a whole set of them, especially when they coming from NYC.
Yeah.
They all got low nigga mindsets.
But see, this is
because they never grew past that. And they want to connect and benefit from this new generation. Remember, they have to eat. And if they don't have the consciousness to stay in a certain realm, why do people think that I'm always on this particular space? I've been in different platforms, had discussions with a whole lot of other people with YouTube channels and things, but they can't maintain a level of intelligence. They burn out. For them, the conversation gets boring.
Okay, for the idiot in the chat room, why I always single out Jim Jones? Give me a video where I spoke about Jim Jones. Get off my dick. I ain't never speak about Jim Jones in no video. Why you always single out Jim Jones? Give me a video where I say anything about Jim Jones. And now that you said that, and you full of shit, you are now blocked. I'm talking, and I just said another dude name. You understand what I'm saying? I said 40-plus-year-old rappers, but you have some people who carry the flag and they stand in the forefront. And the wildest thing, I remember at one point Game was like, you 38 and still rapping. And then now, nigga, you 38 and still rapping. You 40 now. So again, the thing that killed me is that,
and it's ironic though.
Yeah.
That you just said him, because I just watched the old video of him where he was crying.
Yeah, I saw that
over
too.
The Sean Bell situation. Because again, we're going through the anniversary of Sean Bell's assassination.
Yes.
At the hands of NYPD, and he was in tears.
I don't love hip hop no more. That's why I don't love hip hop.
He don't want to do it no more. But then you get into a space of how do you eat? Right? How do you eat? And I don't blame these individuals who we always say made a way out of nothing and was able to utilize this to get on a different level as far as resources and taking care of their family. I get that. Don't get me wrong, I get it. And it is what it is. I don't expect anything else from them on that accord. But like you just said, how much is enough? Either you have the bread or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't and you still speaking this little nigga shit, then that's how I would have to handle you. It's just that simple. Because other people handling you like a little nigga. The executive, the one who really signing your check, they handling you like a little dude. Right? It is what it is.
Reason why I'm asking this though is that we are so angry. We're so, and I say we, because again, not even though not me the individual, not you the individual. We're so angry at what is going on in the culture. We keep blaming the damn executives. We blame all the spooky. We blame the executives. We blame this and blame that. But you got grown ass men doing that shit too. At what point did they not learn and say, yo, okay, been there, done that. You understand what I'm saying? Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that. I ain't even on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I be bugging when I see a rapper and he talk about, bitches and hoes and all this shit, and he got a whole wife. You understand what I'm saying? I be like, yo, dude, homie, you don't think it'll be...
I'm looking at his wife like a bitch.
This is what I'm saying.
How else I gotta look at her? That's what you say.
Yeah, because my whole thing...
That's how you present yourself.
Yeah, because
Why would I separate that? Yeah, why would I look at her and think that he calls her queen at night? Nah, homie, you done called my moms, my daughter, all my classmates, everybody, you call her bitch too, because you're comfortable with it. So I wouldn't think of it no other way. Your wife is a bitch too.
Yeah, but this is the point that I'm making. And it's like, if we shift, because this is off the bill we had the other day, if we shift the dialogue, they got no choice but to fuck with it, because this is what the people gonna get. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of it all, if you can't talk about, dudes, again, Snoop made a career off of disrespecting black women. You know what I'm saying? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And again, I got it when I was 15 years old. I understood that. You understand what I'm saying? I got it. I understood it. But now I don't understand certain shit no more because you're not a kid. You understand what I'm saying? You're not a kid no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not a kid no more. You're a grown up. And like I said, yo, family, when you fucking 50 years old, when you 50, you can't act like a little nigga. When you 45, you can't act like a little nigga. Your music has to mature and grow. Well, when they got on Mary for fucking Dancing for the Chicken, you know what I'm saying? And she was on some, she too old, but they let Meg get away with it because she's younger. But we keep doing this age shit. But when you got old ass dudes acting like little dudes, it's like, yo, what are we doing? Like we, why will we still be listening to you? So again, when you're an individual and you really, really getting that street money, yo, they come get you, man. Who would have fucking thought Fetty Wap was in that lifestyle? Because, he said the trap queen, but this dude is damn near R&B singer. So you would never think that was in that life with the shit he allegedly got jammed up with. You understand what I'm saying? But you got dudes who's blatantly saying, I'm this, I'm that. And you ain't, I'm confused. You understand what I'm saying? I'm confused. Yeah. But we can't no longer blame the record labels. We can't no longer blame the industry, because if you got the money, this is all I'm saying. I'm not talking about the new dudes that come in the game and they dangle 5,000 in their face and they dangle 10,000 in their face and they say, yo, you this money right here is gonna change your life. There's more money than they seeing, and they do some dumb shit for the money. I kind of understand it because they never had it before. But if you have been in movies, you have multiple albums, you have all this shit, you still doing little nigga shit for money?
Yeah, because look what happened to people.
So look, if you could do that if you do anything for money, do anything for money, I believe you go in that back room and let them tax that ass too.
Well, no question. But then look at what happened to those who did mature up and, well, maybe was already on that type of time. And look at where they are in life. And don't think dudes wasn't friendly with certain dudes or have connections with other dudes who are mature and always been on some grown man type of talk, even when they were younger. I don't want to name those type of MCs, but them dudes is selling wine now. Them dudes is working for transit now. Them dudes is doing a whole lot of things that put them in a space outside of celebrity, and others just don't want to do that. They like, nah, I ain't trying to be like Son. You know what I'm saying? I already went double, triple plat. I'm going to keep doing it because it's been working for me. And, you know, maybe that's not how I'm living, but I could perpetuate that lifestyle enough so I could keep getting the bag from it, because Son is struggling, you know, doing what he's doing. I don't want that struggle for me. But this is what I'm saying, because the individual who has been in a space where they came through the door, either conscious or woke, or, you know, was just on a different type of time. He's taking care of the community, he's taking care of family. That's a mean struggle for somebody who was never about that life, who never gave a fuck about nobody else, and said, yo, I'm gonna utilize what I know about the streets, spit about it, get in the industry and keep it moving.
Okay, now look, now this is the other thing. When you 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, you've been in the industry. You've been in the industry since a teen, right? Or your early 20s.
Right.
You still, so you've been smoking and drinking for 30 years? At what point do you say, nah, my body beat the hell up, I can't even drink? You still smoking and drinking? You still going in clubs?
Yeah.
Smoking and drinking? Again, you acting like a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when you've been smoking and drinking for 30 years, when your ass hit that big 5-0 and you check out, we like, yo, damn, yo, we lost the good. No, he been smoking and drinking, acting like a little nigga for 30 fucking years. At what point do I say, I quit drinking in 2002? You know what I'm saying? So at what point do you say, yo, hold on, I can't be getting drunk like that no more. I'm gonna go, you know, because even when I used to drink the hard, I tried to wean off that shit and go to the wine. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, you have people who say, yo, I just drink a glass of wine every day, or I drink some wine. Like, my whole thing is, how do we help who's coming behind? And this is the thing that I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's not a knock on them. It's a knock on us, because we got youth coming behind us in this shit, trying to get in this shit. And what have we showed them? We showed them that you could be ignorant, old ass nigga your whole life. So when this one is going for jail, when this one is going to jail, when this one whoop his girl ass, when this one, they learned it from these so-called rich niggas, successful niggas who still doing that. So You might have grew up and you had an uncle who was a custody, or aunt who was a custody, or even a custody in your hood. He don't get high no more.
Right.
He don't get high no more. He got a job. He got a car. You got he got married, and you like, yo, y'all have no idea. Yo, he used to be a custody. How you 40 years old in the music industry, still a fucking custody, still moving like you did when you was a little dude. So when the little dudes be wilding, we want to blame everybody but the people. So if I look and I see, yo, this is the biggest Crip in the game. Snoop, that is. Like, he kind of commercialized Crippin', because I didn't know the dance that Dub C was doing was a Crip walk. I didn't know. I just thought he was fucking dancing. But Crippin' became commercialized, right? And you see this dude with like 900 commercials. He get into the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that get into the bag shit. When you see all that shit, what's wrong with emulating that if he's been successful with it? You understand what I'm saying? But he don't tell you, Suge gone, Mom Duke passed, Nate Dogg gone. They had to lay down Tupac dead. They had to lay down that dude that was fucking with the bodyguard had to lay down, and all the countless other, tiffs and all that shit that might have happened that we don't even really know. My thing is, when as an adult you're going to start adulting to the youth, and you can't just adult your child but then go in the industry and tell everybody else child, yo, just throw it up. And you understand what I'm saying? The shit don't. Well,
some of them don't even adult their children.
Yeah,
and that's reflective, because I follow their children's pages too. And their children breed the same ignorance. Not saying him particularly, but
yeah.
It's a few of them that are watching their kids is on that same type of time. You understand?
And you failed.
So, well, listen.
Then you failed.
Listen. If you, again, you know what you know, no more or no less. So once you come into a space and you start to absorb and pick up certain things, and nah, that ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right, and you sit in the pocket and stay there, then you are fully responsible for whatever comes with it. And right now, this dialogue is what's coming with it. Somebody's checking your skirt, like, yo, what's up? When you gonna be a respectable individual and not someone who is just, right, selfish and finding a space for you to exist in? You good. You gonna make sure you good. And that's okay. And that's where we at now, because everybody making sure they good. Yo, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But on the whole scale, we all gonna suffer from the symptoms that we fail to address as a collective. Because we don't get together like that.
Let me ask you something, because we spoke about this off the camera, but now we on camera. Just coming back to the hood, giving out book bags and turkeys and toy drives, is that cure all the fucked up shit that they might have done?
Hell no. Hell no. You know where I sit. I go to schools, I deal with principals, and I deal with superintendents. They don't need no book bags. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. All that shit that these dudes are giving back with pencil sharpeners, they don't even need that shit. All right? So we're gonna stop with that part. Because right now, education as we know it is in turmoil. Because really, when you're looking at it, you know, do you need to be educated or do you need to be literate? Because we're in a whole different space now as far as with technology is concerned and how the curriculum is based in the schools. So miss me with that shit, because you ain't even graduate high school. So how the hell you gonna talk about you coming back and you got what the kids need? So you giving them this Dora book bag, and Dora ain't even the shit no more. You understand? Turkeys are not needed. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of people who celebrate, you got just as many who don't celebrate. So now we're in a space where the rap dude come with a turkey. The next day, the nonprofit come with a turkey. The day after that, the local politician come with a turkey. So now you got motherfuckers with 5 or 6 turkeys in the crib.
Oh,
you understand?
Man. Yeah.
This is the type of shit that they think is needed, or this is the give back. And that's it for that time of year. You get that, after that, you don't give back no more. Everybody else gone from the hood. Them same 4 individuals, nonprofit, out of here. The elected official, he out of here. Right? The rap dude, he out of here. And if you got a hustler to run, that's it. They gave a turkey, they gone. So now they gave you a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may really need it. Some people may be hungry. But now they got 4. So they turkeyed the fuck out from here to New Year. But you still spitting the same harmful messages in the music. So that turkey may have tasted good to the belly, but they crying because their little baby just got shot, got his wig popped. Because he was believing that he was somebody who wasn't, from a very small narrative of what that life really is about. See, they don't talk about the entire lifestyle in this music. They glamorize it. They put little catchphrases in it, some empty rhetoric, throw a fire beat behind it, and make it seem like it's all good. So when little Sham Sham, little Tink Tink take his ass out in that street, and one of his own people rock his head for a $100 bottle, you know what I'm saying? Or because some little chick said, oh, he's cute today. It is what it is. That turkey ain't bringing him back.
Not to mention that if you go food shopping, if you spend like $100, you get a free turkey too.
So right, you get a free turkey anyway. Or free ham if you're still swanning. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You done spent $300 in stamps over the last year.
Fact.
And you get a free ham or turkey. You understand? So when you telling me that that's the give back, I beg to differ.
So
people is not in need of no damn turkeys.
Or no book bags either.
They in need of truthful, transparent information that can enhance the quality of their lives on a daily basis. So I don't even let them get away with that give back shit when your give back is minimal.
Yeah.
But I'm going to always allow them the space that you're just not that intelligent. And I'm giving them that grace period that they just don't know. They don't. Because when you know better, what's the key? When you know better, you what?
Do better.
That's it. So if these niggas been in the game 10, 20 years, 25 years and haven't done better, then they don't know better.
Yeah. Or
they don't know better.
Or is it for profit to act like you don't know better though? Because you gotta think
that too.
Because you gotta think the more dumb, like you ever hear somebody, like I'm really big on pronunciation, enunciation, and saying words correctly. You know, because I think when you mispronounce words or certain things, I think that is a sign of illiteracy. Just how I feel. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But reading comprehension allows me to know that this word is pronounced this way based off of I know how to read.
Right.
So when I be seeing people just say all types of shit, I be like, what books do you read? You know what I'm saying? And again, how do you expect to be somebody that people should be following or listening to? Where are you leading the people to? Because people like to say, yo, I'm not a role model, I'm not this, I'm not that. Motherfuckers is giving you their money. And listen to what you're giving them. You understand what I'm saying? See, there's a difference between the service. There's a difference between, all right, we sit here and we build, okay? So if somebody hit the super chat or somebody hit the cash app, okay, straight up and down, you got to build and you got information, you got solution-based information or just something you didn't know. But how much street shit and drug shit and hoe shit and bitch shit is nothing new. There's nothing
it's never
new.
been new.
The only
Ain't
new.
nothing new. That's why they can exist for 20, 30 years. You think somebody that just did 30 years can't come home and do the same exact shit that they did 30 years ago?
Yeah.
It's not new. What's new? All they got to do is know the price point, know who got what, and know where it's popping at. That shit don't go nowhere. It's waiting for them.
Yeah, nah.
But you know what else is waiting?
Yeah.
That prison cell to come right back.
Or that morgue.
Or that goddamn trip to the mall.
Or one Troy, right? One Troy.
One Troy. Any of them. You know what I'm saying? It's right there.
People talk about slang. I ain't never say nothing about no fucking slang.
Well, slang is what it is.
We all
That's
kick
just
slang.
a whole different. Yeah, we do that.
But look,
that's how we. What I'm talking about, what you're saying is just proper English, proper like, enunciation of words.
Because look at this right right?
All of it is not slang. I saw a video today.
Yeah.
With a guard body that was, breaking something down, and for his old ass to listen, his shit was terrible.
But look,
I was like, damn.
Bust this though, right?
You know?
But bust this though, right? Like one of the most, and we tie all of this in so y'all can understand, and I know a lot of people who with us, who watch us all the time, understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get it, and this say y'all not new to this, right? So y'all kind of know. We got 1,000 people in the room too, only 400 likes. Could y'all get them likes up, please, so the notifications could go out. One of the most glorified people in the last 20, 25 years has been Alpo. And Alpo came home. He wasn't home that long, and he got pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about any of y'all. I don't think too many of these dudes was more liver than him. I know y'all ain't get more money than him on the street. And
especially if you was rapping.
Look where it but I'm just saying, look at the end result of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so cool out of the game. He so cool was, and witness protection and all that. And that was his end result. He got pushed. Like he gone. Like,
well, hey,
he maggot food right now. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like my whole thing is, it ain't even got nothing to do with, because even when you say the snitch thing, a lot of people like to talk about snitches and all that, but a lot of dudes who, when he was alive, nobody ever came up to him and said you was a snitch. Niggas was quiet. And as soon as niggas heard they was dead, you start seeing pictures, you start seeing people saying what they had to say. To me, that's a little disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that same energy at all times, because one thing y'all don't know that I do know, he was running down on people and pulling up on people. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But the point that I'm making is that we in a time where, certain people can't see me in a certain light, because, I ain't that. Like, I had a dude, this rapper, that I know, I ain't gonna say his name because he don't get no like, but I was in class with his brother, and he was like, my brother said he knew you. He said, you used to be crazy. And he's like, I told him, nah, he changed a lot. He's like, word, he changed? Again, because it's a difference between me being 10 and 40. If I act like the 10-year-old, how did I grow and evolve as a man? You understand what I'm saying? No amount of money could make me act like a fucking child, not unless you with the children. See, because then you could be Biz Markie, Yo Gabba Gabba, because you with the kids, but you're not spewing anything harmless to them, harmful rather. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But how could you be somebody giving the kids coming up some harmful shit, and then acting like, they crazy, stay in school? Nigga, you ain't staying in school. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's the whole shit too. Like I'm not a hypocrite. I don't tell people to stay in school because I just didn't like school. It's going to be somebody like me. It's going to be somebody so bullheaded, so determined so driven that they know, listen, whether I go to school or not, I'm gonna be something. And that was me. I never tell you, don't even hear me talk about schooling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a process. But education is certain different. You know what I'm saying? Education is something different. And again, through independent study and through independent reading, you know, that's how I got where I'm at today. But again, you have to spend time sitting there. You have to make time to read. But how could you read? How could you study if you want to sit around, smoke, drink, act like a fucking little dude? You understand what I'm saying? Because again, I remember one of my ex-homies, fuck him, but one of my ex-homies, his pops started hanging around us. Now, we always looked at him as Mr. Such and Such. Always calling him, yo, Mr. Such, Mr. whatever his last name is. Mr. Such and Such, Mr. Such and Such. Yo, once he said, what you got on that bottle, I can't call it. Yo, no, for real, listen. Once you Mr. Such and Such, right?
Yeah.
Once you say what you got on that bottle, you now become my peer. I can't treat you like the big homie. You sitting there drinking Henny with me.
Right.
You go to the store. So if you, it's like, Miss Smith. How you doing, Miss Smith? How you doing, Miss Smith? You know, good day, Miss Smith. The minute Miss Smith say, yo, come in the house, I want to show you something. And you come in the house and she got a thong on, that ain't Miss Smith no more. That's something
that's Cheryl.
Yeah, that's something you smashing.
Yeah, that's Cheryl.
So this the point that I'm saying is like, yo, if you act a certain way among certain people, you become just like them. But when are you going to become you? Because you already was them, though. That's the point I'm saying. You already was them. You already was the young, wild knucklehead who didn't care, who stayed getting locked up, who, whatever. At what point do you say, okay, damn, I can't even live my life like that no more. And I see what my rhetoric did. And again, the music's still going to be dope because I happen to like a lot of these guys' music. But when I hear motherfuckers say, yo, the coke, I'm just, come on, yo, you come stop, my nigga. You've been in the game for 20-something years.
Yeah,
Stop.
well.
Stop.
Well, look, we do see one half of the clips, he out of there.
Saying, yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
But his life different from his brothers? I'm sure it is, you know.
He left the spotlight.
But then again, we don't know because they brothers with a bond. So he may be still have the same resource. He can, you know, do what needs to be done. But he's like, this, I'm out of here.
Let me give you one deeper, right? We're taught right now that, you know, during consciousness and our awareness, we're taught to like kick every religion in the ass. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're taught, right? We're taught that, yo, I don't believe in this, that pagan, yo, that white, you know the rhetoric, you know what I'm saying? And for those who, you know, who's like that, and for those who, you know, not like that, whatever. So it take a lot of strength because we be calling a lot of religious people weak. We be dissing them, or you bumping your head, or you praying to that white Jesus and all that. Yo, you know how much strength it take for a man to say, I believe in such a higher power, got something bigger for me, that all this money that y'all trying to give me for this, I don't even want that shit no more because this power got something greater for me. How could they be weak? You know what I'm saying? See, we'll look at a person and we'll be like, yo, blah, 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 blah. But do you know how much that shit take for him to, all the groupies He probably had all the liquor, all the weed, all the prestige, all of that he had to say, yo, this ain't even the greatest thing for me. It's something greater for me. And walk away from all that shit. And then we got motherfuckers, look, but then we got people who's 45 and up that can't even wake up without smoking a damn cigarette, without smoking weed, or without where my flag at, I gotta go outside. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's really the strength. Because it's weak to continue the same path that ain't gonna get you nowhere. But again, we're taught, yo, you white Jesus, yo, yeah, we taught all that. We taught to disrespect people for believing in their belief system. So we disrespecting somebody who have a belief system that changed them, like dudes in the nation. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're taught to disrespect them, but the dude who's smoking bust downs, that's who we listening to.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me how, when you, again, because when I see certain people do certain shit, I be like, nah, I'm too old to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm an old fogey, I'm decrepit, but I did that shit a long time ago. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, again, when people say, yo, pop out, it's gonna be liquor there, it's gonna be weed, it's gonna be bitches. You know what I say?
Bitches.
Right.
I don't smoke. I don't drink. And bitches is not a good enough reason for me to leave my house, because that can't ensure my safe return. If anything, it ups the ante that I might get into something.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
definitely.
Yeah, but but then again, look where we at. Look where we at with the influences. The influences still these things that's not even godly. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how could we
go deeper than that? Because they put all that in the imagery. They got liquor in their videos. They got cars and jewelry in their videos. They got bitches in their videos. And when they win an award for all that, then they say, I want to thank God.
Yeah. But where was God in any?
You understand? So this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a confused audience.
Yeah.
Who themselves don't have the strength to not pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So it gets deep. But I make it real simple. I'm telling you that the rappers is pussy. They're not about that life. They've never been about that life. And as long as people don't understand that, see, as much as we talk over and over again, we have to continuously reiterate those facts. Because they're going to continue in their path, and they're going to double down on that ignorance. Mm-hmm. They're going to double down on it. That's why it's been, clear airways. Matter of fact, really since Poe got his shit pushed, you ain't been hearing about a lot of it. You haven't seen a lot of them. Everybody kind of fell back. It's like a vacuum now. That's why I don't shut up. I'm always on a different platform or on my own, continuously speaking life and true lifestyles into our people. Because, it get quiet when shit like that happen, because most of them looked up to this dude.
Yeah.
And was following that dude path and was be on the block and saying, this is what he did and this is how he did it. And this is how I'm going to do it. A lot of them did that. And that went across not only Harlem, that stretched from the BX to out of town and all that. These individuals have people who want to emulate them and copycat their lifestyle. So when they get pushed, now everybody quiet. Nobody want to be that until, again, one of these rap dudes get inserted in the space and start talking that shit again. Right? These dummies.
Yo.
Now, I question anybody who is not, because man, if somebody's a doctor for 20 years, or somebody's a lawyer for 20 years, or we already seen what Braun and them doing 20 years in the game, they're professional.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We know that they mastered their craft.
Let me give you.
So when you got somebody that's 20, 25 years in the rap game and spitting ignorance, so we know you're a master of ignorant nigga shit in your craft. I don't want my kids to follow that.
Let me give you one deeper. They always make the correlation between three things: drugs, rap, and basketball. You know what I'm saying? What did Biggie say? You either got a sling crack rock or got a wicked jump shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is coming from a rapper. Now, when you look at somebody like LeBron, love him or hate him for his, him changing teams or whatever. When you look at somebody like LeBron, this is somebody, and we spoke about this before. He married his high school sweetheart, had children with her.
All right.
Put his whole team on. His immediate niggas, put all of them on in a position to win, where some of them actually even winning without him. They got their own thing
definitely. Going on.
Yeah. Brought championships to the cities that he played for, right? Brought championships, so that helps the economy, it helps different things. And been doing it for 19, 20 years, right? So here it is, you got rappers who've been rapping for 19, 20 years.
Yeah.
They ain't put they niggas on.
Nope.
They ain't
Most of they niggas in jail.
Most of they niggas in jail. They didn't marry their high school sweetheart.
Nope.
And they didn't bring no championships to the city, home.
To their cribs. Nothing.
Yeah. So again, the badge of honor to me is not for me to be able to say, yo, I could go through my block. Again, when niggas be like, yo, I'm outside, so is the fucking raccoons and stray cats and crackheads. Like, we live, first of all, if you from New York, you live in a police state. Shit could happen, but 9 times out of 10, you kind of safe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a difference between being out there when it's active and making your presence be known that you coming out there. Because when you let it be known you coming out there, certain people gonna be out there to make sure you good. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's a difference between just pulling up and I'm outside. Yo, where's such and such at? I don't know, I'm out here for Dola. That's different. You know what I'm saying? So, again, if you've been in the game for, like my whole shit is like Steele said in Juice, don't you get tired of this shit? You know what I'm saying? like, yo.
No, he didn't. They don't.
Yo, but.
Come on, you see it, Bishop? What the fuck you mean tired?
Yeah.
Looking his ass, no.
But look,
this is all I know.
All right, but those was high school kids though.
Yeah.
They were still high school kids.
Let's go grow up. If he didn't fall off the building, we'd have had a Juice 8 right now. We'd have had a Juice 8 right now if he didn't slip.
That's a hip-hop quotable.
If Q would have held on, we'd have had Juice 8 right now.
Yeah.
Trust and believe. Trust him, it wouldn't have been no above the rim. We'd have had another Juice. Trust him, because that's just the type of time they're on. Look at how many times they regurgitated everything that we've seen already.
Yeah. And they keep doing,
they keep doing it over and over and over.
But
if we don't have other stories to tell.
But this is what I'm saying.
Because that's their bag.
But look though, but this is what I'm saying. They keep trying to give us this paid in full shit. They keep, they done had so many documentaries. They done had movies. I heard they might even be thinking about doing the paid in full too. Like, y'all giving this shit that didn't end well. You know what I'm saying? AZ, what? He can't smell and taste? People that he was in the crib with got pushed. Rich Porter pushed.
Yeah, but he not advocating for none of that shit though.
This the point that I'm again, because he would look like a
Right?
fucking asshole to be advocating for that
Right.
at his age, and he took L's.
Yeah, it took major L's.
This is the point. That's the point that I'm making.
But I see dudes that take major L's. I got homies that got 4 or 5 bills in them and still don't get it.
Yeah, but my whole thing is, you got these dudes who, again, when people...
But they safe. They protected from it. That's why it's yo, listen. Someone is facilitating that whole shit. They are safe in that. You know what the bag could do. You know what the bag could do. Dudes can move, be gone. And create, say, you know the process. When you're in the street, you're in the street. Yo, if you get a whip, the dude they got now, he got a whip. He can move around now. He's not in as much danger as when he was walking and jumping out of cabs. Now he got a whip. He get in and out.
Yo, but
he get a bigger bag. Now he got a crib on the other side of town or maybe even out of town. So now he's lost. The bag insulates you. So now it's a mysticism. You never have to be on it. And if you get in the bag from elsewhere, you can do that. Dudes surviving that. So now you're talking about these rap dudes. We can only imagine, especially at this point, what kind of things they get access to. A condo here,
yeah,
crib
we was talking about that offline. Like, yeah, dudes getting all types. No.
They get all type of little shit.
Now look,
a broad here who may think they cute and gonna accept whatever they got. Let me give you. Live with her for a month or two. They get all type of shit. So they insulated from them dangers.
Let me give you another one. Jim Jones and Mano, to be exact. Craze had got some type of situation with Audi. He gave them both cars, Audis. You know that?
Well, Craze my dude. So
yeah, he gave them Audis. You know what I'm saying? They both was pushing Audis off the strength of an endorsement. And, I mean, even me, I'm not on their level as far as, success with money.
Yeah, but I don't get no perks.
Yeah, but I am going to say that, I get a lot of free shit. So imagine being at this stature, you getting free shit. Yo, I used to get, when I was 17, Hugo Boss had endorsed me. I used to get boxes of clothes, boxes, boxes of sweaters, shirts, pants, suits. I used to give all that shit away. I used to give it to my family. You know what I'm saying? Because I never really been a fashion clothes dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
especially Hugo Boss.
Yeah, and they was giving me free shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna say no, I don't want it. It was free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was free. Turtlenecks and blazers and shit.
Nah, this was like this was Boss. This was like the urban line.
Oh, just Boss.
Boss, yeah. So I made a mistake. Yeah, so it was Boss. Yeah, it was Boss. But I used to get boxes of clothes. My family, I used to get boxes to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I used to give them the clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm getting all this free shit. Why am I sitting here acting like, so, these dudes walk in sneaker stores or that's such as give them the sneakers and all that. Like I said, I get free shit. So if your quality of life is up, why you still acting like you fucked up? Why you still acting like I never seen people who think it's cool to act like they broke to rich people, but rich to broke people. If that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I always tell y'all, when Jay-Z go in certain rooms, he's the brokest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the brokest person in the room. But I bet you he go in some of the rooms and sit there quiet. He pick their brain, and he utilizes his celebrity to get different deals and situations. That's why they will put out his albums through Budweiser and different things and Sprint doing shit. So my thing is, you got these individuals who went and y'all sat down. Because anytime you sit down with executives and you put your, your John Hancock on a piece of paper, you cut a deal. You did a deal.
Yeah.
So you have some type of wit about you. You probably had good lawyers, or I don't even know, because some of these damn idiots be talking about how they got beat, and I be looking like, so what, you went with Jacoby and Myers or something like that? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
You had a good lawyer, how you got beat? You know what I'm saying? But
because the lawyer took it.
Yeah, but needless to say, my thing is, you have to really, really, really. Malcolm, and I'm not comparing them to them, but I'm just talking about as black men. Malcolm didn't get knowledge of self and keep it, or he wasn't Detroit Red. You understand what I'm saying? Detroit Red had to evolve into Malcolm X.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Or because what if Malcolm was still Detroit Red with Malcolm popularity though? You understand what I'm saying? So that right there always bugs me out, because I'm like, yo, y'all got Malcolm popularity with Detroit Red mentality. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, because people don't understand that Malcolm never got rid of Detroit Red. He just tucked them away.
That's the point.
And used them when appropriate. You understand? Blizz ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
Trust and believe.
Yeah.
If he got to do his thing, he gonna show fangs.
Yeah.
That's and they don't understand that part, because they never were who they were, right? They government names meant shit. I'm gonna keep it honest. They government names meant shit. So they created the rap name and rap image, and keep running with that, because that is what got them to the bag. That's what got them the resources. So they can never fall back on their government name. It's different. I am who I am.
Yeah.
I'm who I am.
Yeah.
You understand? I could always fall back to Blizz. That ain't shit. That's easy. That's easy. You understand? But Kareem Johnson mean a little bit more.
Exactly. Because Blizz,
you understand?
Because Blizz could have been a throwaway.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Could have been the end of my story. Could have been a rap.
And that's the point that I'm making. So how you still the same nigga that you came? How you still the same nigga? Oh, Doggie Diamonds, you always hating? Okay. And I hate you now. Now get the fuck out of my chat room. How you still the same nigga that you came in the game as, though? How you still that same dude? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's been working.
Yo.
It's been working.
Has it really though? Has it really though? But has it really though?
Well,
because I'm seeing a lot of desperation. That's the put. See, that's
yeah. The desperation is kicking in, because you can no longer keep up the charade. And like I always say, prestige, it starts failing when it can't protect itself against attack. So if you keep attacking these old ass dudes, their prestige wanes. They get desperate. Because they live in a death style, and it's evident. It shows that, because they start falling off.
Yo, you know what's wild?
They start putting out shit that people questioning, like, that's you?
Yeah, they don't know what to do. Yeah, because you know what though, like what happened? I remember, on social media. I used to be wow. When I look back now, I look at some tweets from like 2009 and shit like that. I feel like, what the fuck was wrong with you? But I was just on that type of time. Like, I just didn't care. Like, I was like, yo, that shit is whack. You playing music for me, I'd be like, straight up, fuck French Montana, it's whack. Now, understanding the severity of some of the things that I was saying, because I didn't have to go there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm at a point where, okay, I'm grown now, though. I could respectfully disrespect people. You understand what I'm saying? Because they still could take it as disrespect, but it's not disrespectful. It's how you say you don't like something is whether people are offended or not. Instead of me saying, yo, that shit is whack, fuck that shit, could eat a dick. Anybody's gonna get mad at it. Or you can just say, yo, look, nah, that ain't for me. I ain't rocking with that. That ain't for me.
But how do you disrespectfully, right? Or handle something with respect that has been disrespectful to us growing as a people?
Well, when it comes to the
I can't put no shade on that.
Yeah, no, but when it comes to the individual, they don't give a fuck about the people. They don't. But the people, but who do the people love the most though? The people that don't
those
give a
who
fuck.
shit on them.
Yeah, those who shit on them. Because it's levels to this shit. You know, motherfucker do anything to get at the cool table. Even though they done shot spitballs at you, knock your lunch tray on the floor.
Right, all type of funny stuff. She gave you a wedgie.
Yeah, gave you a wedgie, noogie, all that shit. But then now you just can't wait to get at the table. And that's how, think about this, right? A lot of these individuals have made a career disrespecting Jay-Z, talking shit about Jay-Z, right? A career. You've been doing that shit for like 15 years. Look, some real, no, look, on some real shit, right? Let me take the glasses off. It's not real, that shit is. You've been disrespecting, listen. Niggas have disrespecting Jay-Z, talking shit about him for 15 plus years. Why do I see your teeth? And it's not one individual, it's many. Why?
It's a few of them.
Yeah, why do I see your teeth at his brunch?
Yeah.
So the thing was, you just wanted to be down with that nigga.
From the rip.
From the rip. So the only way you thought you could be down with him is by garnering his attention like a fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when I was younger, I ain't gonna blow up, but I used to have girls, they used to fucking, like leave notes at my door and knock at my door, all types of wild, crazy shit. Yeah, I used to have all types of stalkers and shit. I was young too, you know what I'm saying? I used to be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think I'm gonna like you? Because I look out my window and you're the fucking first face I see? Like, what are we doing? But I realized when people do a lot of shit for attention, that's because they really like you. Because I don't give attention to things I don't like unless it has some type of teachable moment or some type of talking point. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to fucking be just talk, because look at the shit that we could talk about that we don't. Because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
We don't have 706.9 videos. We don't have a bunch of videos about it. We just don't do that shit because that shit has nothing to do with how we carry ourselves day to day. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I realized that we at a time where people really, really want to be down with people and they like do anything to get their attention. So my thing is, if you a grown ass man and like you like word to my flag,
but what does that mean though?
Well, at one point, but at one point,
okay, but look at the brothers in Haiti. Yo, they allegedly, they put in that work. That's some hostages in the name of a flag.
Which again, what was the key word in that passage? What was the key words? They put in that work.
Yeah.
They liberated themselves.
Right.
From an oppressive country. Right?
Right.
So even dudes who might be in a situation where they might have liberated themselves based off of this unity and this flag of brothers standing together. Once you break that unity and the brothers is not banding together anymore, and now you have become the oppressor. So my thing is, Yo, you got dudes. I don't even want to say our mutual homie, but we'll just say Rock, and we'll know who we talking about.
Right.
One of the first,
Yeah.
guy moves. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and I know what it meant to him, and even a lot of the other brothers. I know what it meant to them because they really put on for shit.
Right.
But I'd be damned if I see a nigga just walk and just pick something up and be like, yo, I'm down with this, or I'm down with this because, you know what I'm saying, y'all?
Right.
My brother,
my third cousin,
yeah, my
from
third,
my pop's
yeah,
side,
I can't.
He the dude there.
But then look, you got it like that, and now you pushing that line.
Yeah.
You pushing that line harder than dudes who established it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It doesn't make no sense to me. This is what I'm saying. And that's when we get into the situation where we realize, okay, this shit is for money. It's to fuel the agenda. And it's somehow, some way to make you feel like you tough because you know possibly you got a certain army with you. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't make any sense to me because, again, when I wear a Raiders hat, right? People always say, yes, your team. I say, nah, this was some gang shit. This was the homie, but I just respect it because why you saw Biggie wearing Raiders shit. You know, everybody from my hood still wear Raiders shit to this day. Go around my way. You'll see niggas walking down the block with Raiders hat. And I remember 1991 taking people head off for wearing that hat. That hat, yo, you can't even wear that hat. I remember some dude came leaking. Niggas done punched him all up in his face. Like, yo, homeboy, what happened to you? Yo, they took my hat. Yo, what hat you had on? I had on the Raiders hat. Me and Tad bust out laughing. Like, yo, you can't wear that around here. Not knowing you talking to the leader. But he didn't say, yo, he's like, yo, you can't wear that around here. Now, what type of man would I be at 40 outside talking about you can't wear a fucking Raiders hat? Did you really think about that? Some shit that ain't even mine.
Right.
My name ain't Al Davis.
Right.
I ain't got no ties to that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you can't keep fueling the shit that's spreading like wildfire that's really, really hurting us. And I'm not even talking about no street organizations. I'm talking about the rhetoric, the attitude, and the behavior that comes with it. Because whether you Crip, whether you Black, I hate when niggas be like Crip, blood, and yet that party. I ain't saying all that shit. Whether you Crip or you blood, right? That's cool. But what happens when the little dudes say, yo, we such and such, and we crazy, and we wildin'? Because there be little street organizations I ain't never heard of before, but like, yo, they giving up crazy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? At the time where you are a grown-ass man, when do you become an OG? Because the real OGs, they say, yo, I don't gangbang. This is just my lifestyle, but I ain't out there. I'm not putting no work on the block. I'm not putting no pain on the block. I'm not doing none of that. But at what point, when do you say, yo, I retired? You know what I'm saying? Because I just know for me, when I go outside, and I know I wash one of these little dudes, but I don't feel like tussling with no little 28-year-old. I just don't feel like doing it. Why? Because I did that 12 years ago. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not doing it.
That's the point I'm making. So why have the mentality like you're still going to be out there wilding with the little dudes? So then you start enabling them via your behavior, and you too old for that shit. Because, look, let's say, like, let's just use Jim Jones, for example. Then your whole team is in jail, bro. That for me, probably would scare the shit. It scared me straight. On some real shit. It would really literally scare me straight because the dudes that I know and love, that I know roll or die for me, yo, they ain't here. So I'm like, yo, when you dodge a bullet, right? Anytime you dodge a bullet, you either stay out of harm's way of the bullets, or you gonna get shot. Either or. So when
if you have the intelligence, though, I think dude is a remedial learner.
I don't think so, bro.
He's a remedial learner, borderline custody with suicidal habits. I'm dead serious. I don't give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't. All of my studies, all of my background, in trauma-informed healthcare, behavioral sciences, all that tells me that he cannot function any better than he's functioning right now.
So
straight up.
Okay, so who? All right, so I went on live the other day, and I talked about, Tabby and my older cousin. I got a lot of. I'm not gonna name them because some of them names don't need to be put. But I'm the baby cousin. I'm the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
I got more money than everybody. I got more success than everybody. I still gotta listen. I still gotta listen. They still, one time, man, I remember one of my cousins called me, what's going on with such and such? I'm like, why? Such and such just called me and said this. Okay. You need to such and such, such and such. I'm like, fuck out of here. Like, Tag called me, what's up with such and such? What you talking about? Such and such just called me and said, like, then 3 more of my cousins called me. What's up? I'm like, y'all getting on my nerves. So what I'm gonna do, so y'all all leave me the fuck alone. I'm just gonna rectify it, all right? Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have to listen. And they don't have me by 50 years. They don't have me. They might have me by like 4 years. Some of them, maybe 7, 8. But I still gotta listen. Why? Because I'm not too big where I don't seek counsel. And I know these people who love me enough to live for me and die for me. So my thing is, who is these dudes' big homie? That's
none. I know one dude in that camp who act like a big homie. I don't know if he's still in the town now, because he was on Fed parole. He was a wild onion. That's how come he and I connected in a short space of time. Good dude. I already told you his nephew is up in there with them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He kind of used to, make sure that they follow specific behaviors in the street and stuff like that, but I don't know if he's still in their midst. And for a big homie, I mean, mentally, because he was a short dude, little short dude, but he get busy and they respected his hand.
Yeah, I think, do you ever see how tall Tad is? He's probably like 5'7". That serious.
Yeah, no, this dude is about 5'3".
Yo, damn.
5'4".
Yeah.
But he get busy.
Yeah.
But like I said, he had Fed shit on him, so I don't know if he's still in the town and was around that particular group. You understand? Even though his nephew was one of the hardest spitters in that little camp. You dig? But they replace the big homie with the Euro corporate executive that's giving him the bag.
Well,
that's
somebody,
just what they do.
And I'm going to give them their props. Tony Chase just said the big homie is the bag. Right before you said
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. The big homie is the Euro that's dropping the bag on him. So they adopt that kind of feminine lifestyle, that effeminate lifestyle that don't really mix with the street. That's why it's so confusing, and those who's coming behind them get misguided, because it's not that raw energy that we all come up around. Now you getting instruction from somebody on a business space, and it don't mix. It's oil and water. So they end up doing bird shit.
And it's
right?
funny
bird
that you
know it.
Bird
shit.
No, but it's wild though that you saying that a lot of people don't know that the record labels actually be gifting these niggas shit like bitches, like giving them watches and cars, like same shit you would do with a woman that you're almost courting. You know what I'm saying? Like like buying them shit. And you know, again though, but like I said, you know,
and utilizing their chicks against them too, because they buy their chick shit.
Yeah,
and their chicks want to keep in that lifestyle, so they encourage these dudes. No, you just keep listening to them.
Mm-hmm. But see,
so now they being hauled out by their own broad to an industry.
Yeah, but you know what's wild, right? Because
come on now. So what kind of man does that? You can't expect them to even have the concept of doing other than that and maturing up. You can't.
Yeah, you know what's wild though, because again, like, you know, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like, you know, some super tough guy shit. Well, because that shit is corny. But again, man, like, yo, I do certain shit, I'm getting in trouble. Straight up, because I jeopardize a lot of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I jeopardize a lot of people because whether I'm right or I'm wrong, niggas is gone.
Right.
So again, I say it all the time. Cormega said, yo, a lot of responsibility come with power. If you know you got the power to pick up that bat horn and get dudes to go, you know, motivate them to go put in pain, you also casualties of war. So just like I could call dudes out there on a mission, some of them might not make it home from the mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at what point do I look and say, damn, like, yo, I called them out there for that? What do I say to a nigga kids when I say, yo, your pops is thorough, he was a good one, and then they find out I'm the one that called his father outside to do some dumb shit over some internet blog? Just really think about that though. See, niggas don't even they don't even really
you can't put yourself you can't put yourself in that space.
That's why I don't do it.
Just like I could, because these dudes do that shit all day.
Yeah.
And in their mind, because they haven't really lived that life and really wasn't them dudes, they okay with getting dudes sent to jail. They okay with dudes ended up bodies. They okay with that shit. If chicks is going out of town for them getting knocked and ending up in jail. And now nobody to fend for their kids. Because you know you got a single mother, you done sent on some mule mission and she caught a bit out of town and now kids is in foster care. These type of individuals don't care about that. They don't have that in them.
Yo, one of the biggest
things. They don't feel responsible in that because they a bitch themselves. They be like, oh, well, nobody told her to do, you know, charge it to the game, all that.
All these little stupid cliches. Yeah. Shit is dumb.
Because the real individual don't do that.
Yo, listen.
Somebody who's really in for the mix of it. And salute to David Monroe. Salute for that. No doubt.
Yeah, you know what's wild? Me and Tad was on live the other day, and he it's funny that he apologized to me for something that happened like 15 years ago. Because one time he told a story of how, you know, I thought he was going to fight. So I'm like, yo, who you going with? I'm by myself. I said, yo, how many of them? He says, like 7 of them. You ain't going by yourself. I ain't know he had the pocket rocket on. So needless to say, when we get over there, he done what he done. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, yo, I didn't even realize I was so high-headed that I could have jammed you up. But this is in retrospect apologizing for something that happened 20 years ago. My thing is with these guys, you ain't apologized to the hood yet. This is why all of this is relevant.
No.
The reason why I'm saying this, but listen, the reason why I'm saying this, bro, because we in the holiday time, right?
Right.
We did a whole bill the other day of having festive dinners and the table seats, 10 people.
Yeah.
But there's only 6 people at the table.
Yeah.
Because the other 4 people is dead or in jail forever. That shit gotta start hitting home for people. Like, yo, I'm really, really responsible for people's death and destruction. And all I got was the fucking bag. And not only did all I get was the bag, I've been doing this same shit for decades, fucking people off for money. At what point do you say, yo, hold on, I'm not pushing that line no more? I am what I am forever. Like me, I'm a Raider forever. It's tatted. I'm Raider forever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't push that line like, yo, Raiders, we coming back. We coming back strong. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
I just can't push that line no more. I am what
Or
I
do
am.
a Raider movie.
I mean, they wanted me to do a documentary. I was supposed to do a documentary and all that
Well,
shit.
documentary is different from, because that's an educational piece.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a Raider movie.
But my thing was, if I couldn't do it and make it to whereas it was educational, I'm not doing it because I can't glorify certain shit because it's a lot of trauma with that shit too. So I always tell everybody, same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. So as much as you laughing, when you laugh at somebody else's pain, niggas could laugh that they pushed my man. I don't think that shit is funny. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So my whole thing with people is that, yo, I'm not asking nobody to be Gandhi. I'm not asking nobody to turn into MLK. But again, like I said, I had to deal with Viacom. I was there and I wanted certain ads, and all they was telling me is I could get fucking blue chews and liquor and cannabis and all this shit. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Nah, like, I ain't no blue chew nigga. My jump off, my money ain't weak. So I never took a Viagra or blue chew or no shit. So why would I be pushing that? I don't drink. So why would I be pushing that? I don't smoke. So why would I be pushing that? But for the bag, everybody do what the fuck they do, and they don't care who it harms. But when you got certain integrity, you like, yo, hold on. So my demographic of people is only worth blue chews? Like my people.
To them. Yeah,
and
to
that's
them.
when you have to say, you have to. Because
we have to. They don't.
No. I didn't have to either though. I didn't have to. I could have took the money. I could have took the money. You know what I'm saying? I did the Manscaped thing. I did the Raycon thing. I did some VPN shit. I did a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't nothing that I was like, hold on, man. Like, my money work. Why would I be telling people to take Blue Chew? Why would I be like, yo, drink this vodka? Because everybody gonna be looking like, yo, you don't even drink. How you pushing liquor to us? You know what I'm saying? So again, at what point do you stop saying, okay, I did this when I was young? How am I 40 plus years old still doing the same shit I did as a little nigga? Because I don't drink. Now, if this was 2002, man, they could have asked me to push some damn Boca Chica. I would have been, yo, drink this Boca Puerto Rican rum. I would have been on that type of time, but I don't drink.
Right.
Fuck. I can't even tell you how this shit tastes. Yo, I made Rasta pasta yesterday. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, I looked up the ingredients to make Rasta pasta. I made Rasta pasta. Everybody ate it and loved it. Do you know I didn't even taste it? I didn't even taste it. I make food that I don't even taste because I just know the right seasonings and the right amount of ingredients to put and shit. But I don't even taste it. Why didn't I taste the Rasta pasta? Because I'm not eating no fucking heavy cream. I'm not even tasting. I don't drink milk. I'm not tasting that shit.
Gotcha.
I knew the right amount of herbs and spices to make the shit go off. So that's my whole shit. So again, how could I give you liquor that I can't even? Yo, you know when I stopped drinking? Patron was getting popular, which Patron was old because in the Sock It To Me song with the Brat and Missy, the Brat said drinking, sitting there sipping Patron. She didn't know how to pronounce it. That's how old Patron was. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Patron is older than that.
That's the point I'm making, but that's the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
Then by like 2002, Patron was just mad popular because I remember being in the studio with Young Berg and he was drinking that, and I'm just like, yo, what is homie drinking? He's drinking it straight off the bottle. He's like, yo, that's that Patron. Yo, it's fire. I was like, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
That young?
Young Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
already lushed out.
But the industry prepares you for these things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The industry prepares you for your demise. And this is what people don't understand. Like this shit, and again, I could talk about it because I've actually had record deals. I've actually sat across from executives, actually negotiated shit. You know, I own a few companies, so I know the ins and out of certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So the whole shit is like people keep talking about the industry and never been inside it, and they keep spreading misinformation about shit based off of what somebody else said. But the person that gave you the information is created to spread the misinformation. You know what I'm saying? Because people think that I'm not into the spooky. It's not that I'm not into the spooky. I'm not into the bullshit, okay? There is no boogeyman. That nigga is the boogeyman. That's what I'm into. I'm not into he opened the portals of hell. No, that's the devil right there. And when you give it to them so raw and uncut, they can't take it because they can't believe that this mortal individual is the one that been stirring the pot, like you said on the last bill. So if this guy is the guy who getting all his artists knocked off, when somebody going, do what they got to do as far as him.
Right.
But nobody ain't going to do shit because, again, people don't want the solution. They want the problem. They want to keep whining. You know what I'm saying? So, again, the shit where I talked about with Ali Vegas, that shit was right and exact. But we named names and we gave scenarios. We didn't say, yo, and out of nowhere, a cloud of dust came and they was drinking blood. And then a lot of that shit be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because once your black ass is privy to that information, you either did it, you did that shit. And this is what I want the audience to know too, and we could really close out on this. A lot of times, people want to expose shit and say certain shit when they got kicked out the whip. Not too many people walk away. Before, if you go back to Ali Vegas video, he said when he went to the party, he seen dudes getting greeted by a dude grabbing their jumper. He said he turned around, yo, I'm not going in there. And when he bounced, he seen people going. So he told them, yo, dude grabbing dude's meat. And dude's is like, yeah, I'm still going to go down there and see what it's hitting for. So that's your thing. That's not spooky. That's reality. But y'all keep getting caught up in, see, the agenda is in plain sight now, though. So again, all I keep trying to tell people is that stop acting like these agendas is hidden. They're not hidden agendas no more. They're in plain sight. And it's people that they're using for the agenda that you know and love. And you keep blaming the same cast of characters. You keep saying Jay-Z this, Puffy that, because they're the easy targets. You know what I'm saying? But what about their handlers? Nobody want to go at Geppetto. People want to, go at the Wood and Pinocchio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It take a lot of balls to go at Geppetto. Because Pinocchio is wooden that's trying to get turned into a boy. But Geppetto is the creator. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like if you look at this channel, I done had shit going at Clive Davis. I done had shit going at Jimmy Iovine and Leo Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z and Puffy is ass to me. Like, they could get replaced. But these dudes at a certain level, nah, they just keeping shit going. And think about this, right? As we say, these individuals is 40 plus in the game, still kicking that same shit. Is dudes 50 plus, 60 plus in the game that's still been funding that shit.
Yeah.
So again, when we go at these dudes, what about the niggas who's paying for that shit? That's why we did that bill the other day where they pay for this type shit. So again, a lot of people is shook. So it's easy to name these niggas. Cause like I said, these niggas, they replace these niggas. Look, yo, some of these rappers, I never even heard of them before. And you just see them and they'll have a blue check, 300,000 followers. And I'd be like, who the fuck is this? I never heard one song before.
Yeah.
Because what I want y'all to know before I close, and you was telling me about the social dilemma joint that I didn't know, that I never saw, but I already know this. When you dealing with these metrics, remember I told y'all before, it was a rapper that I know who had a YouTube page, and then there was a YouTube page created in his honor. They gave him the page with 150,000 subscribers. Like, they gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Anything could be done in this matrix. Anything could be done. You know what I'm saying? So stop believing a lot of shit that you see. Stop believing a lot of shit that you hear. There is no conspiracy. There is no spooky. That shit is right in your face. Now, knowing what you know, what you gonna do about it?
Right.
And that's the solution. You know what I'm saying? We can't just keep saying, yo, I'm just giving the information. I'm just spreading the word. Listen, man, the word has been spreaded for a long time. Knowing what you know, knowing what you know, you still want to rap? You still want to go sit with them? You still want that deal? You still want to mess with these chicks? Like half of these individuals running around, because if he had herpes, right? If there's a rumor he had herpes,
yeah,
and he beat that, who beat that, and he beat her, and he beat her over there, and then what we doing? But you will still get in the mix and be on some old, yo, damn, I got such and such next. And I'd be like, yo, y'all just, it ain't no other chicks. That'd be my whole thing. Like, yo, it's like.
No, because those are the rites of passage. And some of them know for absolute fact that this chick is on a certain level based on the agents she deal with, the managers, her visibility, and know her box is trashed and it got a little funk to it.
You know how?
But in order for you to get to that level, you got to go smash that.
You know what I think that was?
Go smash that, homie.
You know who that was at one point? And then you
can come up in here and you can get to the brunch.
You know who that?
Because we all had to go through that.
You know who that was at one point? That was Trina. That was Trina. Remember, she dated French Montana, dated Lil Wayne, dated Kenyon Martin, allegedly was messing with Missy. And when did Lil Wayne really blow up? Really think about it. When he blew up, who was his girl? When we looked at French Montana and he was somebody, like, hold on, he's getting to a different type of celebrity, it's fucking with Trina. You know what I'm saying? So it should just be deep. But again, there is no hidden agenda. It's all in your face. There is no hidden agenda. It's all in your face. And a lot of times you turn your head because you just entertained by this shit. But you have to turn off shit and you have to stop looking at shit for entertainment purposes because, I ain't no Trina dated Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Young G, that's what I'm saying. Like you got to stop.
You got to get to, and people understand that's just what it is. You got to go through certain rights. Just like Ali said, you coming to the party, you got to go through that. Somebody's hand going to be on your jump off before you go through the door.
Oh, yeah, she dated
James Harden. In order to reach certain statuses, in order to go gold, in order to go plat, in order to go here, you either got the bag that can fund it independent of the system and grow that way, or you got to go through everybody else. You got to see her, and then see him, then her, and them. Because we all went through that. And if you didn't go through that, then you're not going to be here. That's why when you got some people and their energy creatively is so great, you're like, yo, damn, why they didn't win that award? Because, yo, they album was, it didn't go gold, but, yo, Because they didn't go through what the rest of them went through.
No, these are the facts.
But why they interchange couples? Why certain people pick together? We already told you that. When we did the bill on that situation where homie end up with the other homie or his own homie ex.
Yeah.
People try to shoot us down for that. And I'm saying, that's a different play involved with that. And now it's spilled out.
Nah, the thing that Gene Deal said about Mary J. Blige, I didn't even hear what he said. But if he said what I think he said, he ain't lying. And another thing, in regards to Gene Deal, I never know him to really lie. I never known him to lie about anything. And always believe the man who had the first-hand accord. Don't believe the person who say what somebody else said. The person who could bear witness. The person who bear witness to stuff. That's who you listen to. See, because y'all be listening to a lot of secondhand ass stories from people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem now in this YouTube space that we in.
Right, because they going through some of the same rituals too.
Yeah.
And that's what the audience need to understand. When these dudes that's popping up on YouTube and getting access to certain individuals is eating the same stink ass and all that shit too. So we're going to clear the air on that shit because y'all think that this machine isn't involved with that machine, and you're wrong because this has become what periodicals used to be.
And they pushed them through too.
So best believe they getting their grippers touch. Best believe they eating the same little stink ass twat. Best believe they going to the same functions. So keep thinking that these people is passing somebody or in this different space or they got access to certain information and y'all believe in them. I'm just saying, all truths are being revealed.
Yeah, I mean,
so ignorance don't have no room no more.
Yeah, we in the information age right now, and anything that you don't know will be used against you. And I don't want you to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to listen to the direction that I give you, where you can go and get the source of it. Because everything has a source. The source is just not how somebody feels. The source is first-hand account. You know what I'm saying? First-hand account. So when somebody like Rasby allegedly says this dude allegedly bust his ass.
Why not believe him?
Why not believe him? At the end of it all, like,
who would say that?
Who would say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who would?
Come on, man.
I got things I rather admit to eating a worm or something like that than you know what I'm saying? Like, I could think of a million things I'd rather admit to. You know? But the talk, the talk has become bigger than the facts. You know what I'm saying? And this is where we're at right now, where a lot of people are dealing with the talk, but not dealing with the facts. You know what I'm saying? And again, we have to really, really start dealing with facts, because now you have people who's coming in here and they're really intentionally misguiding people.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm talking about for real. Like, and again, I'm not messy, so I don't say nothing, but I always look and say, damn, y'all really be buying into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Like, y'all be buying into this shit. Like,
they do.
Because again, I see when some people come before you, they sound so believable. Some of them be so passionate. Some of them really sound like they know what they're talking about. But y'all never question and y'all never ask, well, how the fuck do you know that? You understand what I'm saying? Because again, I can't say, yo, they was in that party on some such and such. And it was like, why you know? Again, a lot of people talk from the sideline because they once was in the game. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't walk away. See, they didn't walk away. They got pushed out. But now they want to tell on everybody. I don't really respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you was partaking in the shit, it was all good. So you can't go in a room full of people and smoke crack and get high and come out and say, yo, niggas was crackheads. They crackheads, didn't you take a hit? What does that make you? You gotta go say, yo, they started smoking crack, so I bounced. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like that's the type of time I'm on. Like I said, I've been places where it's like, yo, hold on. Now you niggas about to wild out in here. And I ain't even talking about no fun boy shit. I'm just talking about some street shit. Because again, being from the town, you sense danger. You just like, yo, hold on. Yo, homie got the heat on him.
Yeah, I've been in some spots like that.
To where you like, yo, I'm out. And then you leave and then you hear, yo, that shit got shot up last night. Yo, where you went? Yo, I saw the nigga with the heat and I left. You know what I'm saying? So we got people.
Or the wrong dude with the heat. Yeah. I've been in spaces where quite a few of us had the heat.
Yeah.
And seen the wrong dude with it, like, okay, this nigga's a clown.
Yeah, and he's definitely gonna
and
air the
he's
shit
definitely gonna do some dumb shit. We got to roll, so we out.
Yep, because exactly. And I always tell people too, like, I never stayed at the party to the let out. Never. I'm out. Because the let out, that's when somebody gonna get left. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Again, y'all got a lot of the warning signs. Y'all are entertained by shit. I just want y'all to know too that always be conscious of people have PR teams, people have marketing teams. Some information that's given to you is false information, but the information is being used to further the person's career. You know,
right?
You know, and it's all fake, and everybody's in on it. I remember,
and we gave them the 3 standards.
I remember when
to intrigue you, to deceive you, and then persuade you.
Yeah.
So if you can be intrigued by street life, if you can be intrigued by a death style, and then, right, they can deceive you by believing that these individuals are the purveyors and champions of that, they can definitely persuade you to continuously to fund the shit, to continuously watch it, to continuously put your babies in front of it. That's all they do.
Yo, you know what's funny, right? I'm definitely gonna close on this low, but at one point, a lot of people got famous for getting punched in their face.
Yeah.
Remember Little B? Remember when dudes stole on Little B? He got mad popular.
And where he at now, though?
I don't know. He had a song. He had an album called "I'm Gay."
Done off. Like I said, we're in a time now where it doesn't last.
Yeah, it don't.
So if you can't get, and that's the problem, they pushing this shit so heavy so they can get as much of the bag as they can, because it's not gonna last.
Yep.
So if you think that it's not lasting for them, you got to question how come it lasted for this dude 20 years. What is he really doing?
And on that note,
what is he really doing?
And on that note,
yes.
So yeah, y'all. I am Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Pardon the voice today. I might not be on here tomorrow. I'm about to go drink me some more tea. Got some ginger tea. Got a few things. I'm going to go upstairs, shower, rest. Maybe I'll rest. Maybe I feel like working out too. Maybe I gotta sweat this out. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Yeah, but Blizz, I'll holler at you later on.
Yeah. All right. I'm off for the next.
Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go upstairs, drink some more tea, and relax. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Hit the thumbs up if you can. Share this. I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. And remember, for $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That means my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Will you be featured on? Hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Hit the thumbs up.
Before y'all leave, hit the motherfucking thumbs up. And on that note, I'm out.
You are now watching Doggie Diamonds TV. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, you want to hit the bell so you can get all notifications of when I'm going live or when I upload new content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment on this channel. Peace.